Hey guys, Tyler here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Crossroads. Playing for today's spawning in the north, we have COH2 rather. Playing as Soviets, and his loadout is Urban Defense, Mechanized Support, and Armored Assault. Facing off against them in the south, we have the 101st Airborne. Playing as Ostheer, and his loadout is Spearhead, Storm, and Jaeger armor. COH1 currently ranked 40 Soviets, the 101st rank 70 Ostheer. So a rather unusual build here. No extra squad of combat engineers, just going straight tier 1 into sniper. Does lead to some very slow map control in the early game. See if he can make up for it. Looks like he's going to send the sniper off to do some capping. And going for a penal to follow that up. Interesting build. Firing off this cutoff here as well. Well, the 101st I think was looking to get aggressive with his machine gun, find any targets. Kind of what DevM used to do, like play with his machine gun more through the center of the map. So he knew his opponent's movements and trying to take advantage of a window here, trying to sneak onto the cutoff. But sniper and penal are there. Don't know if I don't think he should stick around for the decap, but he's going to. Machine gun actually pushed up. Okay, there we go. I thought he's just camped in the building. Does end up contributing. Gets the neutralize. Sniper coming forwards. Remember, at this level of veterancy, the machine gun will be able to return fire. Sniper doesn't have the sight to shoot at its maximum range, so machine gun can return fire. Just kind of micro in and out, but even then you still probably will take a little bit of damage. So that cutoff actually paying dividends, and nice work bringing the machine gun up. I thought he left it behind, but it's helping a lot in that fight. Now bringing in Grenadiers, charging at the sniper. One Gren gets forced away. Suppression on the penals. Sniper getting chased down by the Grenadiers, getting some good damage on here. Oh, and he gets it. Nicely done by the 101st. Machine gun gets caught out of position by a fresh squad of penals, but huge pick off there. Camped on the cutoff for an extended period of time, takes out the sniper as well. Things are really looking good for the 101st. Gotta make sure he doesn't forget. Oh, he's going for a 4th Grenadier. I was gonna say, gotta remember to tick in these scenarios. Should be a prime opportunity. Go for a super fast light vehicle. He's going for a 4th Grenadier here. I think that's a minor mistake, but wait and see. Do have urban defense in the loadout as well, so maybe he's hesitant to get a light vehicle because of those mini AT guns. All powerful. Looking forward to that nerf for the next patch. Okay. COH1 not deterred. Gonna go for another sniper. Meanwhile, 101st branching out to the left-hand VP. Penals charging straight down the center, going for the cutoff. He's getting overwhelmed. Could even go down here if he's a little unlucky. Not going to chase. There's sniper hitting the field. Do you have any? Just doing a quick check. No. G43 commanders does have a storm for the ambush camouflage potentially, which is okay against snipers, but no Jaeger infantry. Oh, he's going for a 5th Grenadier here. This is craziness. Oh, I had a small bug splat there, getting back into the action. 5 grenadiers. Man, this guy is crazy. Another sniper picking some shots here. Just get the capture. Penal's looking for a cutoff. Chasing away the pioneers. But how is he going to maintain the manpower upkeep on all these units? I'm not sure. And yeah, going for a mini AT gun, doesn't even see a light vehicle, but gets it nonetheless. But as we can see, 101st hasn't even started his tech. He's just spamming grenadiers. No mid bunker yet either. Sniper getting some nice shots in here. 4 kills now. He's trying to outmaneuver the machine gun and do so. Setting up again. Man, that's a risky setup. Yeah, maybe he thought COH2 was asleep at the wheel, not paying attention to that engagement, but definitely not the case. Now that's heavily outgunned. 3 squads there. Really diving on to the cutoff. No medics yet, so sniper, even if it does retreat to base, can't heal up. But COH2 really struggling for map control. Got some shock troops now. That should help. No weapon upgrades for any of the 101st units yet, which I think is a mistake. Like Grandy's really relying on getting those weapon upgrades as soon as possible, and hasn't got any so far. LMGs, you know, can be pretty decent against a sniper. You get those like long range LMG bursts, can help chase them away, especially if you have like 2 grenadiers shooting the LMGs at a sniper. You can take it down really quickly. Looks like I might have forgotten about this grenadier up here on the munitions in the north, and that's going to go down. Free loss there. Trying to bait him into these S mines. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, just less than millimeters, micrometers away from death. Nanometers away. The crawlers crawling into some more mines, detonating them there. Okay, now we're getting some weapon upgrades. 1 LMG, 2 LMGs.
The enemy is taking our territory.
There's of course been some munitions on those S mines, which I think is a pretty reasonable idea, honestly. And the AT gun coming over. Too far away to contribute, but if the Grenadiers do try and close the distance, they will be vulnerable. Looks like the Grenadiers making the charge forwards for the sniper though. Double penals coming out of base, going to help defend. Mini AT gun getting some shots in here. But this is a almighty army of Grenadiers. 4 of them here. Even the penals are going to struggle. Luckily they're coming in close range on the 2 LMG squads. We'll try to reposition. Also thinks about throwing out a rifle grenade there, but cancels it. These might still be able to win the day. Just no, maybe not, because the sniper's picking away now. Shock troops throw smoke. Suppression, not paying attention to the MG. Grenadiers have to retreat on that flank, and ends up having to retreat here because he's too late repositioning his machine gun. Probably would have had to retreat regardless. Maybe if he had a flamethrower on his pioneers, he could have held on, but wasn't the case. Do have medics now for COH2, so can heal up that sniper. But overall, I mean, that should have gone a lot more smoothly. 4 Grenadiers there, but being able to fire at those penals as they close the distance with the LMG squads really cost them a lot of damage. But I think retreating at that point was fair enough because the LMG squads were low in health. They probably would drop models quite quickly. So trying to conserve manpower. It's a fair enough choice. Finally ticking up. Looks like he's going straight for tier 4. Interesting choice. I feel like in these scenarios when you've had vastly superior map control to your opponent, trying to wait for a tier 4 vehicle is just too long. He's probably going to go for the Brumbier, right? Because of what he's facing off against at the moment, and I feel like you're usually better off just trying to go for 2 Panzer IVs, get them on the field a lot earlier. Especially, like, look at the command point timing. Nowhere near the KV2. This hasn't been a very violent game so far, compared to, say, like a Von Ivan game or something. So, Gorland's still quite some time away. Sniper getting some shots in. LMG Grenadiers chasing, but not going to get the job done. In fact, if he doesn't retreat now, he could lose them. Oh, what is he doing? Oh my god. There's 2 Grenadier losses for free there. This one that was on the munitions, and then this one just completely forgot about, didn't even try to retreat it. It's a real shame. Playing a strong game up until this point. Going for another squad of Pioneers. Not a bad idea, just getting more repairs around for your fast vehicle. Oh, he's gone for a second mini AT gun. Remember, in the next patch, these are getting nerfed. The canister anti-infantry rounds going down to 35 range. So that's the standard range the infantry fire at. So if their AT guns are firing at the infantry will be able to return fire from the same range. Should make them a lot more manageable. Won't be able to outrange machine guns either, which is one of their main purposes at the moment. Or mainly what they're used for at the moment. Don't know if that's should be their purpose, but it's a different topic for a different time. Kind of evident how powerful they are that he's getting 2 of them when he's not facing any vehicles. And yeah, the cost is also going up to either 240 or 260. So yeah, quite a few nerfs coming in, so we're in the last couple days of this style of strategy. Well, maybe people will still use them at 260. I doubt it though. Maybe use them from time to time, maybe as they're intended to be used, not spammed for the anti-infantry alone, basically. Got a few mines down, which should help him defend against any vehicle harassers, but imagine if the 101st had gone for tier 3. Would have had a Panzer IV out quite some time ago, on his way to a second. Could even go for a flak Panzer though. Maybe that's best he waits until next patch for that as well. It looks like he's just going to go for PTRSs on his penals, can rely on the shock troops and the sniper as well as the mini AT guns to do the anti-infantry duties. Look forward to seeing how the Brumbier gets on though.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Going for one retreating here. Floating quite a lot of resources. Going for another squad of shock troops. No tech. Jumping into the retreat path here, but a little bit late on the grenade as well. Brumbier comes through, gets a big hit, but only 1 kill. A lot of health damage, however. Nice dodge on the rifle grenade. So he has to retreat though, takes enough health damage. We'll be rotating around now. Accidentally runs into the shock troops, not using them on A move there. Which you generally want to do once you've got the LMG upgrade on them. But yeah, double engineers. Oh, but he's about to run over. No, maybe not. No, yep. Some mines. There's the sweeper right there. And now with no Brumbier for at least some time whilst he receives repairs. Because some more time. Looks like he's going to go for another mini AT gun though. He knew the Brumbier was here. He's just going to spam these out as the counter. 6 supply. And PT stuck around to get the capture on the VP, so now kind of slowing his repairs on the Brumbier a little bit further. And first actually floating quite a lot of manpower now himself. And then he's building himself another squad of grenadiers, I suppose. See if anything really good spend it on here. Not really, and there we go. Triple mini AT guns going to work. He is lucky to escape. Here comes the Brumbier, finally repaired up. But until it gets his bunker busting barrage, going to have to get quite close range to allow mini AT guns to get some return firing. Decent shot there. These things are cheap to reinforce though. I believe it's 50 manpower only to reinforce them. Ooh, that could be a wipe. Yeah, there we go. Penal down. Meanwhile, Kerr141 going for the VPs. Knows he needs to stall. Go for a Zis now. Instead of another mini AT gun. Interesting that he does go for the side tech. And just no sign of actual tech. No tier 3, no tier 4. Just going to try and stall for that KV2. It's kind of sad to see. Big hit from the Brumbier, but only health damage. Once again, doesn't get that many kills. On his way to Vet 1 though, and that bunker busting barrage will really help him against these mini AT guns, and of course the Zis now. But the 101st doesn't have a super like dynamic army. You know, he's got these LMG grenadiers, but they are liable to getting picked off as they close the distance on the mini AT guns. So aggressive plays, it might be quite tricky for him. He'll be relying on the Brumbier for that. Oh, and Brumbier about to run over another mine. Actually, right next door to the last one. Pops the smoke to try and escape. Attack ground attempts coming in. BTRS Penal coming in though from the side. There it is. Retreat from the grenade. Oh, big hit from the Brumbier. Trying to backpedal. Where's the support? Where's the support? Oh, he gets the sticky satchel off. Probably going to go down to some mini AT gun fire now. Yeah, very costly mistake. Oh, not sweeping. You know, he ran over a mine right next door. There are more mines down as well. Pays the ultimate price, loses Brumbier, and he was relying on that. This is his main source of anti-infantry. Going for another one now, but that's really let Kerr141 back into the game. Very costly mistake, and yeah, you know, push forward to the Brumbier, but you know, even as it was retreating, there was no infantry nearby to force away the sticky satchel squad. If there was, you know, he could have just backed straight away. Didn't have to back in the sideways direction, which allowed AT guns to close the distance. He just forced away that sticky satchel squad with perhaps an LMG Grenadier or similar. Would have gone a lot more smoothly for him, but still Kerr141 getting low on the VPs and definitely paying very keen attention to the VP score now after getting so low in the slow start, largely caused by the first sniper death. No, he switches over to a Panther now. Interesting choice. Perhaps he's worried about an incoming enemy tank. Sniper and mini AT guns opening up on these grenadiers. Grenadiers trying to close in on the sniper. Retreating. And here comes the Panther, but yeah, it's not even going to be that effective at the moment. No vehicles to fire at quite yet. No, the KV-2. 1.5 command points away now. Did have the option of going for the Tiger in this commander. He's just about there in terms of command points, and of course do a lot better in the anti-infantry role against what he's facing here. But maybe he's going to go for a Werfer next. Panther and Werfer combo, which is also viable. It does mean though that once again he's going to struggle to like gain territory if he doesn't have some kind of tank that he can push with, or some kind of unit that he can just like assault the lines with, relying on like Werfer hits. It's hard to gain territory that way, but you can inflict quite a lot of manpower bleed. Frag bombs coming in on the mini AT guns, bringing them in from the correct direction. Ooh, that was a big hit. Two of them decrewed. LMG Grenadiers working on the third. Just needs one more burst. And Panther should be coming forwards and decrewing them right here. Oh, retreats right into the grenade. Panther switching targets to the mini AT guns. Quite long range on them here though. Gonna miss a lot of shots from this range. And is this coming in behind this? Command points have rocketed around after losing all those units, allowing the KV to hit the field. So Panther going to have to be on its toes. Struggling to kill, in fact perhaps not going to kill any of the decrewed mini AT guns. That's a real shame for the 101st. Oh, and the KV gets the kill. That is heartbreaking for him. There's a rebuilt a Grenadier though. Finally spending some of that 700 or so float that he had for such a long time. Interesting to see what he goes for next. Didn't actually go for the Panzerwerfer. I thought that's what his plan was. But I suppose after you get such a good hit, so you decrew so many, and maybe you think you don't need the Werfer anymore, you can just kill those mini AT guns, but hasn't managed to kill them yet. Now sniper spotting for the KV. That's going to be a powerful combo. Here comes the Panther. And 101st has been capping out on this side though, continuing to try and apply the VP pressure. There we go, gets one of the mini AT guns, looking for the next. See, AV2 coming over now. Missing again. Backing away. AV bouncing. PTRS Penals chasing. He did lose a squad of PTRS Penals in the buildings earlier. So he upgraded his other squad with them. And first going for another squad of Pioneers. Interesting. Two was enough at the moment. Yeah, he's struggling to gain territory here in the face of the sniper and the KV. Needs another vehicle to help apply pressure. Oh, there he's just diving way too deep. He's going in for the Faust, but now shock troops in his retreat path. Oh man, that was lucky. Very lucky escape. Panther coming forwards to get some hits in on the KV.
We are losing a sector.
Is this quite far back? Oh, Panther finds the sniper. Could get the kill on him here.
The sector has been cut off.
Oh, he's not chasing. Oh, why?
Is attempting to steal our sector.
I suppose maybe he's worried about mines, but man, that's a shame. That sniper, extremely lucky, just needed a tickle more of damage.
Out of contact.
Just light tickling, you know. Would have died. Okay, so it looks like maybe the 101st is going to go for the Tiger now.
The enemy is
Which is
taking our
interesting.
territory.
Sniper back out. But this is given the 101st a bit of breathing room without the sniper on the field. Only being able to push out a little bit more. He's lost too much ground. He has actually gone for 2 munitions caches as well. So remember, the recon planes do spot stealth units such as, you know, camouflaged AT guns or the sniper. So it can be a very useful tool in helping deal with the sniper, that recon plane spotting the stealth units. But yeah, still gonna have to worry about his sweeping. Here comes the Tiger. Tiger has about a 50-50 matchup with the KV2. Generally, I'd say slightly better, just because it has slightly better moving performance, but it's pretty close fight head-to-head between those two. Oh! And G-Boost almost gets the sniper. Tiger perhaps chasing in. A little bit too slow though. There are a lot of mines now. Do well to make sure he's sweeping first. He upgraded his second fresh squad of pioneers with a flamethrower though, so only has the one sweeper on the field. Might come to regret that. Sitting in the sweeper now, but the KV is there. And there we go, sweeper has to get out. Now we've got a Maxim covering that central VP. And there's this chipping in there. KV penetrating. Doing big damage. Yeah, what's this Panther been up to? I haven't seen that in action for a while. Only 2 squads of grenadiers now for the 101st. Quite light in the infantry stocks. But yeah, I feel like he really needed another sweeper, because as you saw there, once one of his sweeper squads gets forced off, he just can't chase him any further. And he is kind of just relying on his... Is he switching to... oh no, he's got it on prioritized vehicles. Doesn't realize it. But he's already just basically relying on his vehicles to do the anti-infantry duties, so... This Panther's just been so passive. I still think he should try and just come in through and destroy those at some stage. Going for another grenadier now, okay. Comes the Panther, but Resist is back there and in a nice position to return fire. No VP's getting captured here. And the squad coming in from the rear, but getting forced away. Team trying to grenade the retreat path, but no dice. KV getting a good hit in there. Tiger missing. And the KV just dishing it out to the incoming infantry. 101st struggling to push here. Really needs maybe like a recon plane to scout the location of the infantry. We'll follow it up with a bombing run before making an assault, or at the same time as making an assault. As currently his pushes are just bleeding him of manpower, allowing COH2 further into the game, or perhaps, you know, he's probably taken the lead at this point. Both of them have similar sized armies, but it feels like COH2 using his units more effectively. Now Tiger with his rear armor perhaps exposed a little bit. Is this pushed up? Panther's back here getting repaired. But also no machine gun upgrade on the Tiger. Which is a mistake. Tiger getting some good hits in on return.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Let's allow resist to pop him here. Panther mobilizing. But COH2 is relying a lot on these mines to do this. He only has one snaring squad, so some daring vehicle play could pay dividends for the 101st. Just to be careful with those sweepers. Make sure he's clearing the way. I feel like this Tiger is not being up to much. And in general, I feel like the pushes on this side of the map are not working out too well. Here we go, bringing in the recon plane now. There's an avenue through here, but I suppose there are two mines there. But it's not very well defended, I suppose, other than that. It's coming out for another assault. Tanks are ready to go. Double Pyos and double Grenadiers coming out, all on the left hand side. Machine gun did reposition slightly. Not going to be able to cover much from that angle. But the Panther not being brought up in preparation. Does have the Satchel Squad there, which can repel the Panther even if it does come in from that angle. Bringing up the sweeper now, leading the way, which is what you want to do. Spot some mines. Want to take a KV shot and have to retreat. And now he can't really push in any deeper. Taking some good hits in here though. Some good manpower damage. Now taking a return fire from the KV. And Panther sitting AFK. Oh, and there's this chipping in for some big damage. Tiger missing. A lot of shots on the move. Panther does mobilize, but then gets hit by the sticky satchel, just what I was talking about. Unable to assist. And now COH2 has managed to tick up, getting out a T-34. Going to be able to capitalize if any of these tanks get on low health. This KV going to town. Calling in the recon plane once more. Tiger mobilizing here. Oh, prioritized vehicles, no machine gun. Calling in the frag bombs. Well, bringing them from an interesting angle. Nicely done. Oh, but Tiger not pushing in behind this. The AT guns are one shot. And this is with a damaged engine, but unable to capitalize here. Comes forward for another sticky satchel. Could cost him his squad though. I think he should chase for the kill. Oh, there's a mine on the door. Oh, now the machine guns are shooting at the bunker instead of the squad. KV no, that's T-34 rotating. But there's a second Panther coming over. This could be bad news for the T-34. Faust coming out. No, but he's not going to chase in for the kill on it. Some big action on the other flank as well. Heavy Vet 2, I think that's when it gains its damage. Oh no, maybe it's Vet 3 gains its damage reduction bonus. Panther's heavily wounded now, but Tiger's still around. Gonna call in some more frag bombs to look for the kill on the Zis, bringing them in from the quickest angle. Almost eats the D-Crew, does, but the KV's still there. And it hits for a big shot there. Penetrates. If only you could capitalize and kill the Zis or do something. But the KV just locking him out here.
On our territory.
Just going to have a look at the stats for the KV. Okay, so it has a regular 40 range. Still 101st struggling to keep his tanks healthy. Now starting to lose a grip on the VP game. He's lost about 150 in the time that COH1 has lost 30. And now COH1 just slowly accumulating a larger and larger army, getting the SU-85 out. Should be quite scary. I mean, especially with all these mines set down, you know, he's going to encourage the Panthers to come in for those aggressive maneuvers to try and flank, outmaneuver the SU and the KV2, but all those mines at the waiting, it could spell disaster for the 101st.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Tiger out here forcing some retreats, but here comes the KV. Man, that's getting some really good on the move hits. I feel like it usually misses a lot more than that. Here comes the SU-85, that's going to zone out Tiger like crazy now. Making very little headway on the other flank. I feel like his Panthers, once they are healthy, he's not getting them into the combat that quickly either. Definitely hasn't been maximising the potential of the Panther. That grenade paid dividends. Gets the white. So this heavy armor composition basically can't do anything apart from rebuild another Pioneer now. His army is basically at its maximum. Shows you how strong he should be, but...
We are losing supplies for the enemy.
Oh, almost gets the sniper. Big burst. Looks like he's trying a multi-angle assault this time. Not bringing in the second Panther. No machine gun upgraded on that one either. Coming forwards, but gonna come into sticky satchel range. Doesn't get it. Gun forced off. Tiger just about back up to full, being repaired by the Vet 2 engineers with the faster repair times. And also think one thing going for the 101st is he does have Panzer Tactician in this commander. Very powerful ability. I don't think we've seen him use it yet though. Once again his sweeper squads look like they're going to get chased away. Comes the SU-85. Panther's pulled back. Perhaps he's going to try and go for a big assault once again. Now that all his tanks are healthy at the same time. Oh, the sniper gets the kill on the retreating squad. That is unfortunate. Right at the max range as well. Here we go. KV pushing forwards aggressively. Here comes the Tiger. Panthers not coming forwards though. Tiger backing up. SU-85 chipping in. Panthers still really far back. Only their main guns shooting at the shock troops here. Barely doing any damage. Okay, he's bringing forward the sweeper once again. Still hasn't spotted these two mines, which seem like the most likely to trip him up here, and he's going in. Panther's charging in. Mine right here though. Panther hits it. Tiger charging forwards. Frag bomb's gonna come in on the Zis. One Panther down. Zis gets destroyed. Oh, Tiger got stung by the frag bombs. Gets stunned briefly. Panther and Tiger charging forwards, going for the SU-85. Oh, gets triggered by his own mine. Engine damage. Panther flanking the SU-85 here. Tiger also trying to flank behind the KV. One more shot and the SU-85 will go down. Tiger and KV slugging it out. SU-85 going down. Panther swinging around. Tiger bouncing. Still a few mines. Bounces, bounces. Tiger hits one of the mines. Tiger low. Panther tactician popped on the Panther, but Tiger ends up dying. Panther still chasing the KV. He needs one more shot to kill it. Couple mines here, couple mines. Bouncing that shot on the frontal armor. Skating around to this rear. There we go. Oh my god, it's still alive. When will this die? Pops the smoke with the shock troops. Attack ground wars going on. Neither player having success. Panther should be able to see it here. There we go. Gets the kill. Calls in the frag bombs again. Just in case. Not necessary. Whew, and the KV goes down. Costly though. Lost his Tiger and a Panther. But overall a good push from the 101st. Could have gone a lot worse, especially if the KV didn't get triggered by his own mine. Now a fresh Tiger called in straight away, maximizing the territory control, trying to pin Kerr 141 into his base. Once again, no machine gun upgrade. I feel like he's got a machine gun on like this and then just forgot all about them. But looking to seal the deal on the VP score, which is a good idea. Meanwhile, Kerr 141 going for another KV2. Does mean he's going to be lacking anti-tank support for it though. DAC disconnected there for a second to plug it back in. Okay, KV coming out. See what he can do with it. Full health Tiger at the ready. Gets the first shot. Sniper spotting for him. Penals charging in, threatening the sticky satchel. Tiger bouncing two in a row there. Tiger missing, hitting the wreck of his fallen comrade. Be careful he doesn't get in range for a sticky satchel. That could be the end of the game if he did. Panther just about back up to full vet 3 on that bad boy as well. That should really help. Oof. Oh, and the S mines take care of the penals. Oh, and the vet 3 LMG greens take care of the sniper there with basically just one burst. Now the Panther charging in, trying to outmaneuver Tide coming in from the other angle. They go on KV2 hunting. And Kerr 141 throws in the towel. Well, overall, pretty good play from the 101st. You know, got that nice early lead, knocking out the sniper. Didn't quite take full advantage, but maybe, you know, maybe I'm just underestimating the threat of those mini AT guns against a light vehicle rush. But I felt like he could have done that, close the game out early. But nevertheless, and ended up, you know, going for a really nice all-in push with those double Panthers. And good use of the frag bombs on the anti-tank guns as well. It's exactly what I need to do. Just frag bomb the AT guns at the same time as making a big push. It's very hard to deal with that. Kind of just so many things at once you have to deal with this Kerr 141, and he couldn't hang on. But yeah, unfortunate about him getting triggered by his own mine. Engagement could have gone a lot differently if that wasn't the case. Either way, very well played by both players. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.